What's going on, y'all? This is Lo.
And this is Key, and we're Low Key. So today we have a question for you guys. Where does a woman's power lie? Where does it lie? And the reason why we ask this question is because I think some women think they don't have power, and some men don't acknowledge that they do have power. So where does it lie? In my personal opinion, I think a woman's power is in her silence. A woman's power is in her actions. A woman's power is in how she responds to situations. And potentially that can be more dangerous than anything because it is silent.
Absolutely.
I believe when it's silent, I think it could be a little intimidating because you don't know what she's thinking. You don't know that she's already acted upon something. What do you think, babe?
It's like a woman's power, or even more so like the feminine energy is like the ocean. It's unstoppable. But it's not like ravenous, I would say, or aggressive in terms of a fire. Have you ever seen a video of like a tsunami where you heard of like thousands of people dying? You ever heard of one of them? Well, when you look at the video, it doesn't look like what you expect. Like, you would think this big old tidal monster wave crashing down. It's just like the water just comes.
Yeah.
Slow. And then next thing you know, the entire city is inundated.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there's nothing you could do. It'll put that little fire out.
Yep.
And that's the fire is synonymous with the masculine energy. You know, and more times than not, the female embodies the feminine energy, or should. And in terms of relationships, she should possess more of that quality on the spectrum. Unfortunately, it's not like that all the time.
No,
you know, you got a lot of guys who embody, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy, but yeah, they embody more of that energy than the female.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I think it's because of the way they were raised and several other factors. But the female is the most powerful. The female is the most powerful piece. And it could be dangerous if she's using her feminine energy. Now, we live in a society where women, they feel like they have to use the masculine concept.
I agree.
So we have gotten away from the power of the woman. You know, because the way the world is structured, more so in America, it's like now the woman is operating more in her masculine because America is more of a patriarchy. When the patriarchy wouldn't exist without the woman and the feminine quality.
Absolutely.
Men kill each other over the feminine essence.
Yeah. Men
achieve great things because of the feminine essence.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think when a woman uses her femininity, when she uses her power, she can move things quicker than another man telling a man what to do. So if a woman says, baby, I don't think we should do that, that speaks volumes to the man, and he's not going to do it because, hey, she's seen something that I didn't see.
Yeah.
You know, but a lot of times women can use that silent power or that power to manipulate and to do evil. And it wasn't meant for that, because God did make us that way. That's why we have intuition and all these things. God did make us that way, but we use as a whole, I'm not saying me or everyone, but as a whole, as a woman, we use that for evil purposes. For instance, probably a story that everybody knows, Adam and Eve, Adam and Eve, where Adam defied his relationship with God. Like, he literally knew what God told him not to do, and he went totally against that. He turned his back on that relationship to satisfy his desires with the woman, to satisfy her. And I think that is, like, women know that they have that power. They know that.
Yep.
And I don't want to call it like a seductive, because it's not like a seductive thing, but it's a power that God gives a woman. And in order to be able to use that in the way that you should use that, you need to make sure that you understand that. You need to understand who you are. Understand and use that to better our families, better the marriage between husband and wife, better the relationship with your kids, with your parents, with all of that. Like, you need to use that to make things better. And in order to make things better, you got to first get in there and read. That's all you got to do, is read. And sometimes all of this masculine energy used by these females, you don't have to do all that.
Fire with fire.
You do not have to do all that. Like, why are we standing toe-to-toe with a whole man?
Yeah.
With a man?
Try to fight fire with fire.
God didn't make us that way.
And then call the cops on them.
Yeah, God didn't make us that way. You better use that feminine energy to enhance your beauty. Use that feminine. And people that, I feel like some men aren't worthy of that energy.
Most of them, yep.
Let's not even just break the female down. Let's break these men down, because a lot of times the men have hurt these women and have done all these things to the women where she feels like she has to be in her masculine, and she forgot how to be a feminine woman.
That's the biggest issue, yep.
Like, it's okay for a man to hold the door for you. Yes, you are a queen. Yes, you should. Yes, it's okay. But a lot of times these women, I don't know, and I see them sometimes, I'm like, whoa. I mean, they walk like a man, talk like a man. They're not using their feminine energy. God gave us this, and we have a power. And our power is silent. We don't even have to say anything. A man's power is announced. You already know. A woman's power, we don't even have to say anything. How you respond. Are you loud?
It's like men, sometimes I just feel like a whole generation need to just be taken back. I hope the creator need to take them back, and we need to start over, because it's so deep. Especially with our culture and maybe every other culture. It's like it ain't how it's supposed to be. From my studies and from what I know, makes a positive household. I think because of the male, the woman has to hide her true nature in order to compensate for the lack thereof, the masculine quality. To raise kids, to provide, and to protect. And sometimes being a nurturer is put on the back burner. And sometimes it disappears.
Wow.
Maybe to never return. And then it's handed down. It's real. But we don't want to lose the feminine. That is the spark of creation.
Yes. It's beauty in it.
It's the spark, it's the driving force. Because I don't care, that's the one thing you'll get your head bust over for.
A woman?
You will get your head bust.
A man will lose all train
Throw
of
it all
thought.
away. You disrespect a man in front of his woman, you mess around and lose. Dude don't even care. He think about it next week. You know what I'm saying? And still feel justified. Dude will throw it all away. Or he'll go and make it happen.
Yeah, that's like that support, that know that your woman got your back. Like, and women, is nothing. A man loves a woman that can be a part of his creation. Like, that even makes it even better.
I agree.
Like, really, to stand there and be a part of that, partake in that, like, that's big.
That's major.
For real. Like,
We might have to make a video about that one. Yeah. You got something else for him?
no, that's it, guys.
So the feminine energy is the most powerful energy in the universe. Yeah. And it could be the most dangerous.
But it must be regulated.
Absolutely.
Gotta control that thing.
Yeah. And who better to control it than the woman herself? First and foremost. This low.
This is key.
This low key.
All right, peace.
All right.